doing?
Good. Last time I saw you was in Los Angeles.
LA, I know. I didn't realize this last time you were here, but you're from a musical family as well.
Yes.
Is your uncle, is it John Cameron?
Yes, my uncle
Oscar
John.
nominated.
Yes,
like
yes, he was. He's amazing. He's my aunt. He's a musician. He's a composer, but he's an arranger, and he had a big influence on my life. You know, he still is arranging and performing now, and he's 83. So.
Yeah. So I mean,
no, he's not.
Up,
I'm aging him. Sorry. If he sees this, he'll be like,
I think
he's 80.
Yeah. He's like, I just turned 80, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but no, being around music like that, did you ever want to go that way?
I did. That was what I wanted to do initially, kind of forever. I was in bands. I wanted to be a rock star, and I played hundreds of gigs. I was in various different bands, most of them terrible.
We're watching you. We're watching you.
Yeah. What am I doing with my arm?
I don't know, but oh my God, do you know what I do? I have to consciously make an effort not to dial a rotary phone. I don't know why I do it, but like even from American Idol 20 years ago, you can watch me and like I'm just calling someone. Like, and it's like, I don't know why, but our body just does, does things.
I never got down, because I play guitar, but a lot of the time there was a lead guitar, so I was just singing.
Yeah.
And I never got down. You know, when you go into an instrumental, if you see like Mick Jagger, he's just kind of cool and stuff. I could never get down what to do during that period. I'd be like, I guess I dance, or should I look over there?
Like what you were doing. I think it's better to just feel comfortable in your skin and whatever whatever happens.
I guess you're right, yeah. How did you, because obviously the American Idol, but before that, music-wise, what was your start?
Everything. I said yes to, I was the kid that really needed to, pay her bills, like water and electricity. So I had every job under the sun that had nothing to do with music, by the by. Oh, wow. And then also I sang at like wrestling events, I sang at anything, any kind of cook-off, any kind of anything. I would show up and be like, yeah. I knew early on I had no other avenue to explore. This is my talent. This is it.
That path. Yeah. I've done lots of bad ones, but my worst one was work for the National Health Service, and I had to, when people are given equipment, if they're ill or infirm or dying, the health service needs to take that back to give it to other people after. So I'd turn
like in
up,
a hospice situation.
Yeah,
like
I'd turn up in a van with a bunch of guys, and there'd be this, grieving person, and we're like, we're going to take your furniture.
Oh my God!
She had to be like, sorry for your loss, and we're like taking the furniture into the van.
We're
let's
gonna
go.
need that. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty not great. Yeah.
That's horrible. Okay, you eventually got into acting. So what was drama school like? Did you enjoy that process?
I didn't know I was going to do acting. I wanted to do this music thing, which I kind of failed at. But I do remember I'm fairly allergic to most things in life, and one of the first days you had to sit around and do a love circle, which doesn't sound, not sex.
I was going to say, did you put your keys in the bowl?
Everyone's just like, okay, we start this thing by all banging.
It's a weird drama class.
No, you had to turn to the person next to you and tell them what you loved about them. But you didn't know them, so you had to be like,
I would love this.
Yeah, but I'm British, so I was dying inside, I was just thinking of the worst jokes I could make, or how I could jump out the window, or,
So wait, did you, early on stage, I had things, in my career, early on stage, falling, I run the gamut of things that happen.
Yes.
Have you ever had anything, acting-wise or music-wise,
on
stage that go
messing
wrong?
up? Yeah, I've had lots of things go wrong. I mean, I had my foot crushed in a moving piece of kind of equipment on stage once. I was looking the wrong direction, and this roller thing just crushed my entire foot. When I was playing in a band, I had a bottle of urine threw at me.
What?
Yeah, which was nice. At that point, I was like, maybe I should try something else.
Can we back it up? Can we back it up? I would have had to have, stopped the show and gone, so here's the thing. Who took the time to go, I'm going to aim perfectly, get this in this bottle? You know what I'm saying? What happened? And then you were like, I'm going to throw this bottle of urine. Boys are different. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, it was a strange, sweaty, horrible gig where I think the act before us on were late, and everyone was kind of inebriated and angry, and somehow someone decided that the best way to deal with that was pee in a bottle and throw it at someone's face. Exactly.
The worst thing that happened to me is, you said crutch foot, but I, at a show, an opening band for me one time, I don't know how it happened, but there was broken glass on the stage, and I performed barefoot for a decade. Ooh. and I had a sliced foot. The entire show just kept going, and I was like,
Jeez.
you.
Because that meant they were throwing bottles, though.
They weren't throwing bottles. No, it was the band.
Happen,
the band that came on before me, I guess somebody had done something and broken something, and they thought they had cleaned it all, and I just went right. It's my fault. I performed barefoot, but like lesson learned. But like it sucked. Yeah. Did you keep going after your foot was crushed, or did you take a minute?
No, I did. I went on stage, and I was kind of bleeding through my thing.
Oh my God, the things we do. That was a look at this Netflix series, The Gentleman. So we've had a few of on the show, but tell everybody about this series if they haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's about a guy who comes back to his father's funeral, and he inherits unwittingly this entire estate over his older brother there. So the guy in the chicken suit who's very upset about that. And then he finds out that underneath...
The guy in the chicken suit? I love it. We're just going to walk right over. Okay.
Yeah. Underneath that is a criminal empire being run, and he has to kind of pull the family out of it.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I love that he goes underground and it's like, weed. It's like amazing. Well, it's cool to create, or was it cool, I guess, to create with Guy Ritchie? I know I've heard how he films. He like has kind of a bookend thing, but he kind of lets y'all be a little free with it, right? Yeah,
he likes kind of the bones of it. He likes knowing the beginning of the scene and the end of the scene, and everything in between is kind of up for grabs, which is good and bad, obviously, because you know, sometimes you don't know what the hell you're doing. But
but it's got to be kind of cool, because I guess sometimes you must be beholden to whatever somebody wants, and you have to be so on.
Yes, totally.
So kind of cool to get to be creative.
And it's really good with comedy. This is, you know, primarily a comedy, so to keep the energy, to keep the reactions between each other, so you're not kind of repeating the same thing. I think it's really good,
Yeah, all right. Well, what was one of the craziest scenes that y'all shot?
Dan, my brother there, who plays my brother, is a really nice guy, and we were doing a scene between us at the fireplace, and Guy came in and he was like, yeah, that's not really working, isn't it? And we were like, yeah, it's not really working.
A confidence booster.
So he was like, I think you need to hit him. So I said, okay, but let's not tell him. So we went back and did the scene, and I just smacked him as hard as I could. And it really worked. And he was like, okay, great, now the scene works, because it kind of added a, you know, I'm controlling and abusive and how he reacts to that. But then we did it, and then we realized that we'd been slapping him on the wrong side of the cheek, so we had to do it about 7 times. On the other cheek.
What? And then you didn't tell the other actor, and so just get...
The first time,
Oh my God. Well, obviously knows to come in the night, but the first time I'd have been like, what?
Yeah, he was.
I was like,
he was like, I'm gonna...
He's like, I can act. You can tell me I can act. It's amazing. Okay, so film is so different from music. So wait, how did you form your character? Because you're both a criminal and an aristocrat. You're having to play, you know, balance both.
The idea was that he was kind of a little bit of a shadow in a kind of comedic way of Michael Corleone. You know, the idea of someone who comes back and he's a moral person, but then power and violence kind of darkens his soul.
Yeah.
So you kind of track his descent from a good person to a not so good one.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be around it, but I want to watch it. Let's do another commercial break. The Gentleman is now on Netflix. Check it out, everybody.